Tonight we have more answers because of our investigation into who's inspecting the inspectors.
In the wake of the deadly ride accident at the Ohio State Fair, we've learned the Ohio Department of Agriculture doesn't keep ride manuals. NBC4's Katie Farrell, she's been following this from the very beginning, and she joins us now with more information on actually, Katie, how this large ride operator doesn't do this.
Right, and it's actually the state just doesn't require to have them on file. And the Bates brothers, who we recently introduced you to, they say that is one big problem. They're the biggest provider of portable rides in Ohio and one of the biggest manufacturers. They tell me rides are more sophisticated than ever before, and if you don't have the manual, you really can't know if a ride is put together properly, let alone working safely.
Eric Bates says to really know how a ride works and properly inspect it, you have to have this.
You buy a new car, you get a manual.
Something he says the state doesn't have.
We've got a dozen different new rides I put in the state, and you don't ask for any paperwork on it.
The Ohio Department of Agriculture says it doesn't keep manuals. They're kept with the operator with the ride while it's in Ohio. Communications Director Mark Bruce says the ODA does not require materials to be sent from manufacturers, but does obtain them for reference and research purposes. The Bates brothers argue inspectors should be studying these manuals well before the ride enters the state.
How can they inspect a ride safely, properly, if they're not trained by somebody or at least have paperwork on it? They don't have no paperwork on it. And more important to me, they don't know whether it's safe or not.
Eric says inspectors do their best. He said it's the ride inspection program that's outdated.
The inspectors themselves that go touch it, they do a great job. But they can only do what the head office directs them to do.
The brothers say the change they want is simple and say we're all safer if the ODA has those manuals on file.
The Bates say having the ride manuals is an ASTM recommendation. ASTM is the industry standard setting group. Right now, the ODA says it only follows some of those standards. All the industry experts I've spoken with say Ohio should be following all of them. Colleen.
All right, thanks so much, Katie. And Katie will continue to inspect the inspectors and dig into ride inspections in the state of Ohio. To see all of the reporting that she's done on this important topic and for updates on the story, stay with NBC4 and NBC4i.com.